Good afternoon, this is Connor from 0DTE Traders here to present our market minute for April 30th, 2024. It is 12 o'clock and the SPX is trading lower, down about 0.8%, 250.77. It is bearish out here this morning, right from the open, negative market internals, most notably ADD, negative 1600, indicating a lot of stocks are trading on a downtick. Sectors red across the board for the most part, dollar up, rates up, and we're now seeing volatility catch a bid on the break of our flip at 50.95. This is a pretty critical handle, and we'll jump over to the gamma charts in a sec to illustrate that. But oftentimes when you break the flip intraday, it is associated with a sharp directional move, and if it's to the downside, as in this case, a spike in volatility. Now, we were actually anticipating a break of the flip this morning. I'm short via long puts. Now, I was a little bit early on my entry, but Matthew here timed the short perfectly, entering at 10.26, so just before this candle here, via a call credit spread, selling the 51.25. We're both in profit now and closing out into this move. Now, there is this pattern going into a volatility event, a two-day pattern. So 2 days prior to a volatility event, the market remains quite calm. And I think we highlighted this in our market minute yesterday for you guys on YouTube, that we prefer short volatility, so credit spreads, iron condors, and we were looking for a butterfly close to the market price, 51.15, which ended up pinning a big winner for us. But today, 1 day prior to the volatility event, we generally see a little bit more market activity as participants adjust their positions and hedges. So oftentimes we see a directional move in the morning, but more often than not, that does reverse later in the day. So afternoon or late afternoon. And the simple logic here is that if the market moves sharply in one direction, such as lower here, right, we're seeing the bid for puts. What tends to happen is calls become cheaper, and that generally entices buyers, and you get a bit of a squeeze into the end of the day. Now, we don't know if this is going to happen or not, don't have a crystal ball, but this is a pattern that plays out quite often and something I'll be looking for here for a potential trade. And I think target at this juncture is probably reversion back to 5100, but we'll assess things in a little bit here. Also, it is the month end, so the market has a tendency to hold up, close on a bit of a positive note, right, due to that phenomenon known as window dressing. Not going to go through it here, but we talked about it in yesterday's note. Also, MOC imbalance could be quite large, therefore wild swings in the last 10 minutes is possible. Now, don't let that prevent you from taking a trade. Simply just be aware of it and pay attention to that MOC release at 350. Turning to our gamma charts, the gamma index is much more neutral than imbalanced, plus 120 million, which is quite common going into a volatility event. You know, options positioning tends to be more neutral. Participants are in wait and see mode. This is also reflected in notional gamma, just given how close we're trading to that flip, so that transitional strike. Recall 50.95. We broke here and saw that volatility on the downside. This is not surprising given the gamma structure here. Below 50.95, all strikes are negative. That is destabilizing for the market price. All strikes above are positive, which is stabilizing for the market price. But the problem with upside at this juncture, and why it has been so limited over the past couple of days, is there's just a lot of supply here at 5100, 5115. In order to really see movement beyond 5100, we need to see a shift higher in that call wall, which we have not seen yet. We have most certainly seen interest build at 5200, but not enough to steal that designation. So that's something we're watching for if there's going to be more upside. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. If you're not a member and you're interested in learning more, you can visit our website at 0DTEtraders.com. Best of luck out there today.